A lot of people will have you believe that you need a CS major to get hired as a software engineer. And I actually think that's completely off meta and not meta the company, meta like the strategy of getting hired currently. I think that you actually have an advantage when you're not a computer science major, and that's why I'm a math major. I have the computer science, well, programming skill set just because I learned stuff on my own, specifically web stuff, web design. It's actually mostly front end and not that logical and not that related to math at all. But I know people with English degrees, Greek degrees, not computer science degrees who've gotten hired at FANG companies and other very prestigious positions at startups and stuff, or like religion majors. I think that actually stands out on an application. If there's a sea of CS majors who all have this washed up, generic, kind of behind the industry skill set of computer science theory. They know some Java, some C++, maybe how to make a PHP web server. But if you're a hiring manager and you see a resume where everything, all the skills are equivalent or better because the person has done something on their own, and you see in addition to that they have an interesting major where they learn to read and write and they have humanities skills and communication skills, I think that gives you a big advantage over computer science people. And at great companies, great, I don't know if great is the right word, at hard to get hired at companies, um, they know that computer science skills, software engineering, coding can be learned on your own outside of traditional classroom environment. And they understand that. And when they see a resume with the skills that show you understand programming, like if they see something like Vue or Svelte on your resume, they know you understand JavaScript and HTML and the web world enough to go and learn a framework and know these modular components. You know, if they see a guy and you've got a history major and they go and read your resume and they see that, or they see you use Vim or something like that, that programming hiring manager immediately knows that you know what you're doing and you take it seriously, versus you see a computer science major um, who has experience with SQL and C++. Like they learned that in school. That's okay, but they're one among many in like a sea of applications, whereas you'll stand out for not having it. And I think that's how I got the 3 internships that I have in programming as a sophomore math student. My resume, I think, just stood out more because I'm not a computer science major, and math is pretty close. It's like another kind of hard science, and it is kind of applicable. One of them is building a research bot, large language model, which math could be useful in, but I really did not use my math degree at all. I didn't use anything I learned in school, actually. It was all kind of on my own. But yeah, that's my 2 cents about it. I think people are so eager to jump into a career that they neglect the lesser chosen majors. And Luke Smith, kind of a weird YouTube channel, but he's talked about this too. I think you're better off in college doing something like linguistics or classics or history and just learning the computer science stuff on your own. If you're really concerned with the low level theory of it, like the theory of computability and hardware, then maybe major in it. But if you just want to be a programmer of any kind and you don't need the lowest level theory, I would take some other kind of major because you'll stand out and you'll have an easier time getting hired. And also, those fields just need more people. A lot of them are kind of drying up because everyone is so career focused these days, and they don't consider that you can major in something and then do something else. Like if you want to do electrical engineering, everyone just, okay, maybe engineering's a bad example. Computer science is a better example. Like I consider you need that CS degree to go into programming, just because they don't know you can learn so much of it on your own. And yeah, that's basically my 2 cents on that. I think I knew more at the end of high school about practical industry programming than a lot of people graduating with computer science degrees. That's not even an overstatement at all, because I talked to seniors um, at my university who have they've been alive a lot longer than I have, and they've had more time to do it, but they just learn what school gives them in terms of programming. And it's kind of older Java and what the industry was using a while ago. Nothing wrong with those technologies again, but I know the more modern ones in addition to the ones they know. And it's just doing stuff on your own is much more powerful. That's what the meta is. Do not let school be the only way you learn. Yeah, that's just my 2 cents about it.